like your game.
Man, Mikal Bridges, man, that means a lot to me, man. I appreciate that, for real.
But don't get it twisted, though. Yeah, I'm not going to take it easy on you.
You already know, I know that. But, hey, I do want to see if you want to do a jersey swap after the game.
That's easy. Come on.
All right.
Okay. I like that confidence.
You already know.
We'll see after the game then.
All right.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Indiana Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And for Indiana, Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Toppin. And it's the Cobra in at the 2 spot. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
And it's the Pacers to start out. And here's Halliburton. To the inside. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Hart. Here's Brunson. Uses the glass on the layup.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside and painted area. Look out.
Now here's Siakam. And stolen by Bridges. In transition. And Anunoby for 3. It's not going to go for him. Indiana on offense. Toppin left side. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away. This is where the length of Pascal Siakam makes him so hard to stop. Even with contact, he's able to get through or around.
Now here's Brunson. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. Shoots from 12. And the Cobra pulls it down. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. He can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Siakam outside. Here's the Cobra. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
Boy, we have seen Pascal Siakam really elevate his passing skills. What an outstanding distribution right there.
Here's Brunson. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Great teamwork on that drive. punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And while we can, let's see which teams have been running the league's most efficient offenses. Number 1, the Pacers.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Bridges passes to Brunson. Outside Hart. Can they get it? And the Knicks miss again. Indiana leading by 3. I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams, what's the scoop?
Thank you, B.A. The speculation has been confirmed for the Sacramento Kings in the trade with the Toronto Raptors. They were looking for a throwback 5 to lock down the middle of the floor for them. And once Jakob Poeltl's name was mentioned, I'm told all other conversations stopped. He was their guy. And you know what? With how they play, it might work out very, very well.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Knicks trail by 4. Outside Anunoby. Brunson against Halliburton. Shot is up. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Well, consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Outside Hart. There's a screen from deep. And the Cobra pulls it down. The Cobra's got 4 rebounds now. There's 57 seconds left in the first. He's off on the layup. Anunoby against Toppin. For 3, Bridges. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 6.
Well, a high motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Knocks it loose. Siakam, pass to the Cobra. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists tonight.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kramer. And here's Brunson. Shoots over Halliburton. And it's Brunson missing.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered. Boy, gentlemen, you just love to see that aggressiveness. He's not afraid to get after it.
It's tipped. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Indiana ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Then there's Walker. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's the Cobra in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Cobra in the last game against the Hawks had a huge game. He contributed 40 points, and he couldn't be kept off the glass. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Here's Dadier. Still no points. And time for us to check in on the NBA assist leaders over the last 10 games. Tyrese Halliburton on top.
He's making a lot of friends with the way he's been moving the ball, setting up his teammates nicely in their favorite spots.
First one falls. The Pacers making a switch here. Toppin's checked in. Hart's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. And so he hits both. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to the Cobra. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Bona. Here's Dadier, guarded by Toppin. Lets it go from deep. Dadier, shot is off. Indiana leading by 5. Going inside, the Cobra. He goes up again. Tries yet again. And Dadier pulls it down. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Now, the intensity, the toughness, the absolute ability to play bigger than your size. That is Josh Hart.
The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. Outside Hart. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Well, Doris, since he was traded out of Phoenix, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have skyrocketed. Why is that?
Well, number one, he's worked hard to develop his skill on the offensive end. He came in as a 3 and D guy, but what he's proven is he can handle the basketball, he can initiate action. You love the work ethic that went into that.
Indiana leading. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
I really think the nail in the coffin was their missed free throws. That's usually an ominous sign.
I thought the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
Towns, he's checked in for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for McBride. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Anunoby. Outside Hart. Towns, a screen on Toppin. Here's Hart. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, there's a toughness to Josh Hart. You don't mess with him from a contact perspective. He will absorb it.
And he knocks down the first one. McBride, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. That one drops. He ties it up. Now Siakam. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the paint. Here's the Cobra. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Mikal Bridges. Indiana shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And New York has possession. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season.
They took the season series against this opponent last year. High-profile games are the best.
Hart from long range. New York no good that time either.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Pacers.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Up top, Bridges. A 20-point game for him in the win against Utah.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's the Cobra. Nice D from Bridges. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Hart. Three-pointer. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5. Looking shaky out there. Here's the Cobra. Oh, they get a hand on it. Halliburton on the wing. Anunoby covering. Halliburton, the pass to the Cobra. Goes up from the block. And here's Toppin from the arc. Indiana again missing. New York has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Outside Hart from behind the arc. Drills it from deep. Hart's got 8.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
For Indiana, they've gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Down low. And Anunoby pulls it down. Outside McBride. Beyond the arc. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
29.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's show. Kicking things off, let's see some of the names on the injury list around the league.
Losing someone like Evan Mobley is a gut punch. Affects you at both ends on the glass. In transition, he's one of the most versatile big men in the league.
Replacing his contributions is a tall task for sure. Hey, Shaq, can I hit you with a gut punch?
Deal.
And now looking at the Pacers in this one, no separation to be found from either side.
They found an advantage in the painted area, and they're exploiting it. I just say keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, please don't fix it.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's stolen on the floor for New York. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. And New York has possession. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Wow, Mikal showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
Here's the Cobra. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Indiana shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
makes a first. And that's good as he hits both shots. And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. 2-point game. Outside Hart. Pass to Towns for the lead. He drops it from range. Towns has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Second half getting started, about a minute played. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Jalen Brunson.
And he's having issues at the free throw line at the moment. In the past 10 games, his touch hasn't been the same as it was before. He'll be trying to correct that tonight.
First one falls for him. He's off on the second.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time. That's just good awareness from top and willing to get it to the open guy immediately. Love the unselfishness.
Brunson looks it over. Hart from long range. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. The Cobras got 11 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Anunoby. And Turner with the block.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Anunoby. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. New York again can't hit. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Toppin. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Toppin's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Pass to Bridges. Towns up top. Now Bridges. Looking to end the run. The Pacers pull it in. The Cobras got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And here's Siakam for 3. On target from range. And now a 9-point Pacer lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. McBride, he's checked in for New York. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at Indiana. They are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And, of course, New York, now 4 games behind.
When I look at Indiana, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And here are the Pacers now, after the basket by New York on the other end.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Knicks trail by 9. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Bridges misses.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebound. Wow! That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Outside Hart. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
Shot's good by the Cobra.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Knicks trail by 11. Outside McBride. Hart with a screen on Toppin. Fires in the triple. McBride's got 9.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
The Cobra. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 10.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Left side McBride. Outside Hart. Towns passes to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. The Pacers pull it in.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's the Cobra. Siakam for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Pacers out in front, leading by 10. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
So we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pacers leading by 10. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Obi Toppin. And it's the Cobra in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. Outside McBride. Inside. Here's Bona. Another shot. Pass to Dadier. This one for 3. The rebound by Turner.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
The Cobra can't hit. Knicks trail by 12. To the inside. Here's Brunson. Oh, and Turner with a block. And he gets it back. They retain possession. Here's Dadier. Pure from 3-point range.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Toppin outside. Here's the Cobra. McBride covers. Good on the shot. The Cobra's got 48. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
I mean, those swats. They can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
First free throw is good. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Bridges, he's checked in for New York. And here's Brunson from the arc. And it's Brunson again missing.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Next foul.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. New York making a switch here. And here's Indiana now. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got his 4th rebound in this one. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Knocked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Pass to Towns. Shoots over Turner. Knocks down the 18-footer.
Is the mid-range for Mr. Towns part of the game? You bet.
Turner passes to Halliburton. The Cobra. And that one is stopped.
Their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Now here's Bridges. Outside Brunson. Looking to end this cold spell. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Down low. Here's the Cobra. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now here's Hart. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Pass to Turner. Indiana calls timeout. They're leading by 17. Walker, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam for the Knicks. There's 1:34 left in the 4th. Another bucket! Wow!
And it's 60 points again for him. Can't believe he's done it 3 times.
That's right. And now he's tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pacers.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the Cobra.
I think his biggest contribution may have been on the boards. He kept plays alive and denied second chances.
Here's Forrest. To the middle. Pass to Bona. Now McBride fires from deep, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
Good! That's another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
First team foul. Checking in for the Knicks, number 9, Baylor Shire.
Puts it up off the inbound. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second team foul. Shooting for New York.
And he drops the first.
Shireman. Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. Here's the Cobra. Here he goes. And got it. Another basket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it.
Substitution on the court.
And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, MP. I didn't know you was nice like that. Hey, you deserve this jersey.
Thanks, man. You're definitely the toughest defender I've had so far.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate it. Here you go.
Here you go, man.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Keep doing your thing, man.
Hey, got to.